Salutations, fellow knights. It is I, the absolute gaming god you've all come to know and love. I would like to introduce you all to Ragnarok, a game where we can split people open without consequence, and there are no laws that prevent us from bartering with artificial limbs. Today, we're going to up the ante and do something that no one else has ever done before. Before we start, allow me to paint the picture for you. Picture 1 is that any sort of damage will render me deceased and requires a load from the latest save. However, this does not include damage from cutscenes or any other forms of damage that I am unable to control. Picture 2, of course, is Give Me God of War, because we're keeping things masochism friendly around here. Now join me on this journey as I strive to set a world record for most dumbest YouTube video ever made. Three years have passed since our last god-killing kill streak, and Fimbulwinter is in full effect. The only way to stop this natural disaster is with the power of friendship and unity. Right off the bat, I was instantly wrecked and lost a good chunk of my health, but remember guys, this entire run is staged and you are all just actors in my world. With Freya dismissed from my presence, it was time for a little nappy nap, but because of my nightmares reminding me of my past professions, I awoke from my sleep only to find that my son had run off. Me and Mimir hopped in the Paw Patrol truck, only for it to be totaled by Mr. Bjorn over here. Not gonna lie though, this fight was an absolute pushover and had my wiener pumping, but this ecstasy and confidence did not last long.
Storms are coming.
Thor shadowing. This fat fuck thought he could pull up, blast holes in my roof without consequence, and that's because he absolutely could. Not only did he make me reset 27 fucking times, but he made me realize that this run was going to be a monumental mistake.
I did not.
But after showing Thor the blunt end of my 4 phalanges, he realized who he was fucking with and GTFO'd, baby. A few resets here and there, and we had made it to the shrine, which sets the rest of this game in motion. The game plan was clear as meth. We were on a mission to save Private Tyr from the grubby hands of Odin. We arrived in Nidavellir and were given the power of supersonic arrows. These arrows don't actually do shit besides clear terrain that is in the way of my masculinity. Thanks to the generosity of the little people, we were given a map pinpointing Tyr's exact location. However, it would not be that easy as this prehistoric beast had other plans. Plans that included turning my ass into a Lunchable. Holy shit, I did it. Let's fucking go. Using my degree in engineering, I repaired the train and gave it a little play test. But god damn it, that was a mistake. Somehow we managed to stumble upon the mine that held Tyr captive and began raiding it. Speaking of raiding, I'd like to tell you guys about today's sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Hands down the best game of the year, rivaled only by NBA 2K18. We found a rather large door, and lo and behold, there was there was Tyr. Unfortunately for us, Tyr, the god of war, more like the god of being an absolute bitch. After dealing with some of Ragnarok's finest, we told the Nordic god of war to man the fuck up, and we made our way home, baby.
Man the fuck up, bitch ass nigga.
With Tyr safe and sound in our arms, it was time for a little mischief. To Midgard we went in search of answers that only Longboy himself withheld. But due to my low charisma build, we were left wanting and were forced to resort to Plan B. Yeah, this plan is horrible. Not only did I return home empty-handed, but I was informed of my next task.
Oh, so where are we going?
I'll find.
Just thinking about the realm of Alfheim is factually proven to reduce all stats by -25. Let alone a fucking damageless run.
Take it off!
Fucking. But when you've got a world-class ass like mine, it simply does not matter. Alva proved to be the embodiment of a null hypothesis as she only caused me 2 resets, and the rest of this realm was subject to my unorthodox methods of replicating a temple run speedrun. A temple run speedrun? What the fuck? We pulled up to Sindri's crib once more, and...
Hold up! Ring ding 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 ding! Ring ding 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 ding!
I assure you that the realm of the giants is not as cool as it sounds. I mean, who really wants to ride on the back of a yak and collect flowers in a God of War game? Nonetheless, there are definitely some redeeming qualities, such as learning Jormungandr's lore, and of course, finding out that Atreus has negative rig.
Hey,
Killed a flower?
Oh, it's a gift.
Thanks, but, you keep it. Anyway.
Not to mention the 53 resets, ha ha ha, fun!
I got your back!
We killed Grandma's cauldron, had sex, and left. But then Big Pops came through and he was like, "Hey bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? You been gone for like 2 days, bro, what the fuck?" And I was just like, "Hey yo dog, what the fuck do you—" "Oh shit, look out, it's a goddamn Valkyrie, bro." This bitch made your boy live in his fucking loading screens. I wasn't even playing the game at this point. If it wasn't for these mini checkpoints, your boy would have admitted defeat. 51 resets in the span of 38 minutes. That's like more than a reset a fucking minute. But the deed was finally done, and the most unexpected duo was born.
We traveled to Vanaheim.
To Vanaheim we went in search of what prevented Freya from realm travel, and on the way there we had discovered that Santa Monica Studios foresaw me attempting this run and put these annoying ass plants all throughout this place. The hardest part about this run is that the most trivial things become the fucking prime evil. 2 Wolver back to back, too easy. A shitload of Einherjar along with whatever the this thing is, too easy. But 2 regular ass jogger along with a little stick boy literally just becomes the hardest fucking task in the entire game.
Fucking damn it, man. It's 2 fucking guys, I just can't fucking do it.
Neathhogue didn't exactly enjoy Freya tugging on his wood, and to be honest, I was expecting this fight to be pain and agony, but after only 16 minutes and 13 resets, the protector of the world tree was unprotector of the world tree, and then we became lovers. Back to camp we went for some quality family bonding. Oh hey, even more family bonding.
The truth is, you're being a complete asshole.
Logic. You know,
My little tempered tantrum landed me in the freezing wasteland of Midgard, where I found Hugin, who brainwashed me into going to Asgard. Once in Asgard, I was assigned with the Sisyphean task of climbing the Great Wall, but thanks to all of Big Papa's lessons, we ascended to the summit and were confronted by this game's version of Micah Bell.
Welcome, welcome.
A quick tour of Asgard later, and Jesus himself came down seeking my aid. Odin, wanting to relive his youthful days of criminality and misconduct, wanted me to repair his payday mask. Muspelheim was next on the hit list in order to find a piece of the mask, and a quick pro tip from your boy: let Thor do all of the work, as he's playing on "Don't Hit Me Too Hard, Daddy" difficulty. 17 loading screens later, and the first of 2 mask pieces had been located, but with Atreus still missing and worry levels still rising, a last resort of visiting the Norns was formulated. But when every single living organism known to mankind wants to finger your butthole with their massive fingers, things can get difficult. But because my ego rivals that of Andrew Tater, your boy was able to secure that 3-star, and we made it to the Norns.
You will learn that Heimdall intends to kill your son in Asgard.
the plan is to kill Heimdall first.
There was only one weapon capable of expunging the shit-stained bedsheets from this world known as Heimdall, and so we /TP'd straight to the Svartalfheim shit system, where countless lizardmen and thick boys assaulted me in ways that would give a man with ED a titanium solid boner. Escaping the sewers, I made my way to the forge, where the master blacksmith would craft me the final piece of the deadly triune. The Lady of the Lake went to work and created a weapon fit for god killing, and with Brock's blessing, it was ready. With the deadly triune now in my possession, Odin realized that my power level was rapidly approaching that of John Jones himself, and he came down from heaven to reason with me. But as we all know, there is no reasoning with stupidity, only violence, which directly inspired my next line of dialogue.
Turn my son, or you may meet the god I once was. Nigga, what?
At this point in the run, your boy was feeling unstoppable. I was the godlike, bald, and medieval version of John Wick. But with my son still gone, no amount of ball juice pumping through my veins could keep my mental state afloat, and thus, I retired to bed. It was back to working my 9 to 5 for the all-f***er, and this time, he deported us straight to hell to find the last mask piece. I literally only had to reset 3 times in this place. So, I've come to the conclusion that, you know, I'm the greatest gamer of all time, or that I'm just lucky. As in, like, getting your house struck by lightning lucky.
You're just sharing your fun with someone.
What the fuck?
But I'm just gonna go with the first of those 2 conclusions. Seeing as I am the vice president of PETA, it was my sole responsibility to free this poor dog in chains with totally not sus proportions, or claws, or fur. But on a much more sad and gloomy note, there was no mask piece behind the big doggo, and said big doggo was, surprise surprise, a very, very bad guy. And everyone got mad at me.
You absolute, unqualified moron.
So I decided to vacate my space of PETA vice president, and take my sorry ass back home to see what was cracking back at just what I expected. Defending the homestead proved to be a simple and straightforward task. Contrarily, the return to Hellheim as Kratos, it was not good, guys. Yeah, it was bad. Then, for the very next encounter, pair 2 big blue people with unblockable attacks with a very small room, and you have just created a secret formula for death and taxes in its purest form.
What the fuck am I supposed to do with this shit?
Oh, and let's not forget about this stupid fucking dog. I killed his ass, but then he came back to life. I don't know how, but I gave his ass some more of that fire and ice, and with a little bit of Atreus magic, he was subject to anything I so desired. With Garm no longer a threat, we ventured back to Jungleville to save Freya's brother, and, you know, got cucked by more plants because, Vanaheim's fun. It seemed as though Odin and his army of Einherjar had recently visited their local movie theater and watched Despicable Me, and grew a fascinating obsession with the main character, Dr. Gru, because, they stole the moon. Yeah, they literally stole the moon. A quick dispatch of my enemies later, and the moon was back in its rightful position. And on the way back to camp to help out Freya and her brother, I saw a sign that read, warning, double D's ahead. So, you know, man, I had to go riz up them baddies with the double D. Oh! These ain't the double D's I was expecting. These were the meanest pair of boobies I ever had the displeasure of playing with. It took so long that I literally stopped recording to save space on my SSD. But you know me, man. After applying pressure via drip, the beasts were no more and fucking drowned. Rendezvousing with Freya, we ventured through the dangerous forest, and to notify the others that we were in position, she made a grave mistake. By setting off her fireworks, she led Heimdall right to our location. Now he may be able to read minds, make me waste 41 minutes of my life.
What the fuck? What's I... No, are you I just knew it was gonna happen, man. I just fucking...
And also have the ability to grow back his arms. But I can 100% satisfaction guarantee that he never saw this coming, baby. Double pounder chokehold hitting that shit missionary style, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo! With Gjallarhorn now in my possession, Ragnarok was nigh. We retrieved the package, escaped on the flying boat, and it was now time to devise the plan for the Great War. Junior had the brilliant idea of once again becoming a sleeper agent and delved balls first back into Odin's playhouse one last time to retrieve the final part of the mask, which was located in Niflheim. Once again, just letting Thor do all of the work is the go-to strat here. Simply tapping his foot on the ground creates an earthquake big enough to kill many bosses. It's great. Hashtag we love Thor, and he doesn't deserve what happens to him at the end of the game. With the final mask piece tracked down, Odin only had one thing in mind, and was flaming everybody in sight.
I'm sorry. You are here. Why? Loki didn't kill Heimdall. His father did. Your daughter is old enough to make her own mistakes. and your husband started drinking again, all on his own. Dismissed!
Now, I could finally retire from my 9-to-5 job, and back in the safety of home, we discussed how to get to Asgard and kill Grandpa O, when all of a sudden...
I'm talking to you! You never shut up!
That shit had your boy in complete and utter shock the first time he witnessed it. The best side character in all of gaming history now had the word "was" on his Wikipedia page, and now it was time for revenge. Only one more thing was needed before we could get to Asgard and blow out Odin's dirty butthole: Ragnarok itself. We traveled to Muspelheim once more, and oh my Jeebus Beebus, this double Soul Eater hella Draugr fight had your boy crying for dear life and mercy. Holy Christ! Hit him! Oh my god! This was the hardest non-boss encounter in the entire game. The amount of shit, more bullshit on the screen at once, it's a fucking fest. This has gotta be the dumbest fucking thing in any video game ever fucking made. But I mean, come on guys. You know your boy pulled through in that shit, no fucking problems whatsoever. I'm the best fucking gamer ever known to mankind, bro. We found the host for our soon-to-be monster, and he led us to the fucking Milky Way galaxy, where I embedded my blades into his heart, and it was time to begin Ragnarok. Oh yeah, then the bootleg version of Magni and Modi pulled up, and I'm sure that if it wasn't for what I just endured 10 minutes prior, these two, yeah, they probably would have groped your boy's balls, but comparatively speaking, this fight was pretty much nothing. And so, it was time. One last bedside story before the end of the world, one final set of upgrades, a spine-chilling speech, and the horn was sounded. The war was not looking too good for us, especially due to the fact that I kept fucking dying to these generic-ass mobs. But we beat some ass as Atreus one last time, breached the big wall, made our way to the Great Lodge without much trouble, and it was finally time for what you have all been waiting for.
We can't hide forever.
We do not hide. Prepare for a fight for which we are not ready. You think you can come here, become a daddy, get a clean slate? That ain't how it works. You're a destroyer, like me.
Now show me this god killer I've heard so much about! Let me see the monster inside!
There he is. There's the god of
god, I fucking did it. Oh my god. You guys have no fucking idea what I went through to kill this f***er.
No, 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 no! No.
The All-Fucker, the All-Father. I started him with 456 resets, and I ended with 618. That's like 170 resets or something, bro. I think I might play Skyrim next or something. I have no fucking idea. But yeah, I guess it'll be a surprise. Yeah, bye, lol.